Hey, what's up guys? I'm really glad you're here because today we're talking about something that's become absolutely essential in our digital lives, web security. Whether you realize it or not, every time you go online, you're putting a lot at stake. From your personal information to your financial data, so much of what we do is connected to the web. And with that convenience comes a whole new world of risks and challenges. Shiraz here, and today we're diving into something that affects all of us. Web security. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned developer building the next big app, a tech enthusiast who loves exploring new gadgets, or just someone who enjoys shopping online or checking your bank account from your phone. The reality is, cyber threats are constantly evolving, and attackers are getting smarter every day. Just last year, millions of people had their data exposed in breaches that could have been prevented with better security practices. Whether you're a developer, tech enthusiast, or just someone who shops online, the threats keep evolving. Phishing scams, ransomware attacks, and data leaks are just a few of the dangers lurking out there. Even the most careful users can fall victim if they're not aware of the latest risks. That's why it's so important to stay informed and proactive about protecting yourself and your loved ones online. That's where OWASP, the Open Web Application Security Project, comes in. OWASP is a global community of experts, developers, and security professionals who work together to identify the biggest threats facing the web today. Their mission is to make the internet a safer place for everyone, whether you're running a business or just browsing for fun. They provide free resources, tools, and guidance to help us all stay one step ahead of cyber criminals. Every few years, OWASP releases their top 10 list of the most critical web vulnerabilities. This list is like a roadmap for anyone who wants to understand the biggest risks out there. It's used by companies, developers, and security teams all over the world to prioritize what to fix and how to protect their users. If you care about your online safety, this list is something you need to know about. In this video, I'll break down the 2026 list, explain what each threat is, and show why it matters to you, no matter your background or experience. We'll look at real-world examples, talk about how these vulnerabilities can impact your daily life, and share practical tips to help you stay safe. My goal is to make this information easy to understand and actionable, so you can take control of your own security. So grab a seat, hit that like button, and let's jump in. Whether you're here to learn, protect your business, or just stay one step ahead, you're in the right place. Let's get started and make the web a safer place for everyone. Let's kick things off with broken access control, a critical vulnerability that sits right at the heart of many security incidents. Imagine a world where the digital boundaries that are supposed to keep sensitive information safe simply don't work as intended. That's what happens when access control is broken. Users can cross lines they were never meant to cross, and the consequences can be devastating. It's no surprise that broken access control is right at the top of OWASP's list of the most dangerous web application security risks. This isn't just a technical issue, it's a fundamental breakdown of trust between users and the systems they rely on every day. So, what does this look like in practice? It happens when an application doesn't properly enforce who can do what, letting users see, modify, or even delete data they shouldn't have access to. For example, a regular user might suddenly find themselves able to view confidential employee records, or a customer could stumble upon another person's private order history. These are not just hypothetical scenarios, they happen more often than you might think. Attackers love this kind of vulnerability because sometimes all it takes is tweaking a URL, modifying a request, or guessing an insecure ID to unlock admin features or private information. In some cases, no hacking skills are required, just curiosity and a bit of trial and error. This makes broken access control one of the easiest ways for attackers to escalate their privileges and cause real damage. The fallout from these attacks can be severe. We're talking about data breaches that expose sensitive information, financial losses that can cripple businesses, and in the worst cases, total system compromise where attackers gain control over critical infrastructure. The reputational damage alone can take years to recover from, if at all. What's even more alarming is that users often don't realize their accounts are exposed until it's too late. By the time a suspicious notification pops up or an account is locked down, the attacker may have already made off with valuable data or caused irreversible harm. In recent years, some of the world's largest data breaches have been traced back to broken access controls. These incidents serve as stark reminders that even the most sophisticated organizations are vulnerable if they overlook the basics of access management. That's why developers must implement strict checks everywhere, on the front end, the back end, and every layer in between. It's not enough to trust that users will follow the rules. Systems must enforce them relentlessly. Regular audits, code reviews, and automated testing can help catch these issues before they become disasters. And users, you play a role too. If you ever notice you can access something you shouldn't, like confidential files, admin panels, or other users' data, don't ignore it. Report it to your IT team or security department right away. Sometimes, the smallest observation can prevent a major breach. If something seems off, it probably is. Trust your instincts and take action, because security is everyone's responsibility. Broken access control is your first line of defense against cyber threats. Don't ignore it, make it a priority, and help keep your digital world safe. Next up, cryptographic failures. Encryption is your digital lock and key, but weak or missing encryption lets attackers in. Common mistakes, outdated algorithms, unencrypted sensitive data, or storing keys with the data. If a site mishandles encryption, your info is at risk. Think shopping, banking, or social media. Use proven protocols, store keys securely, and keep everything updated. Whether you're a user or developer, make cryptography a priority. Now, let's talk injection attacks, like SQL injection. Attackers insert malicious code through unchecked user inputs, hijacking databases or servers. Even a simple search bar can be a target if inputs aren't validated. These attacks have caused some of the biggest data breaches ever. Prevent them by always validating and sanitizing user input and using safe APIs. Never trust outside data. A little input validation goes a long way. Insecure design isn't just bad code, it's building systems without security from the start. Think of it as a house with no locks. Fancy, but wide open. Rushed features and missing threat modeling create weak foundations. Attackers exploit these gaps, sometimes without needing a specific bug. Make security part of your design process. Think like an attacker and bake in secure defaults. Don't skip security at the drawing board. Security misconfiguration is like leaving your front door unlocked by accident. It's one of the most common, yet most overlooked vulnerabilities in the digital world. Imagine walking into your office and seeing the server room door wide open. Anyone could just stroll in and access sensitive equipment. In the same way, a misconfigured server or application can leave your entire organization exposed to threats you never saw coming. Security misconfiguration happens when systems, apps, or networks are set up with weak, default, or unnecessary settings, like using default passwords, leaving unnecessary features enabled, or forgetting to update security patches. These mistakes are easy to make, especially when teams are moving fast or juggling multiple projects. But even a small oversight can create a huge opening for attackers. Attackers are constantly scanning the internet, searching for these easy wins. They use automated tools to find servers with default logins, exposed admin panels, or forgotten test pages. All it takes is one misstep, one forgotten setting, and your data could be at risk. A single breach can lead to stolen information, financial loss, or even damage to your reputation. That's why it's crucial to regularly review and tighten your configurations. Audit your systems, disable features you don't use, and remove unnecessary services. Make sure only the right people have access to sensitive areas, and always keep your software up to date. Automated tools can help catch issues before attackers do. These tools scan your systems for common misconfigurations, flagging potential weaknesses so you can fix them quickly. Think of them as your digital security guards, always on the lookout for open doors and windows. Remember, security is about more than just writing secure code. It's about locking down every setting, every feature, and every entry point. Take the time to secure your configurations, and you'll make it much harder for attackers to find a way in. Modern apps rely on tons of libraries and third-party code. If any piece is outdated or vulnerable, it's a weak link attackers can exploit. Public exploits for old software are everywhere. Use automated tools to track and update components, and always test updates safely. For users, keep your apps updated. For developers, make dependency management routine. Don't let old code be your downfall. Identification and authentication failures. Let attackers impersonate users or take over accounts. Weak passwords, missing multi-factor authentication, or buggy login systems are common culprits. Even APIs need strong authentication. Enforce strong passwords, use multi-factor authentication, and audit your systems regularly. Don't roll your own authentication, use proven libraries. Users, enable two-factor authentication everywhere. Authentication is your gatekeeper. Keep it strong. Software and data integrity failures happen when attackers tamper with code, updates, or data. Think supply chain attacks or compromised updates, hard to detect, huge impact. These attacks often bypass normal security checks. Use code signing, integrity checks, and secure update channels. Audit your supply chain and be wary of third-party tools. Trust, but always verify. Without good logging and monitoring, you're flying blind. Many organizations don't log enough, or store logs where attackers can erase them. Missed alerts mean breaches go undetected for weeks. Set up comprehensive tamper-proof logging and monitor in real time. Use automated alerts to catch issues early. Good logging is your early warning system. Don't skip it. Server-side request forgery, or SSRF, tricks servers into making requests they shouldn't. Attackers use SSRF to access internal systems or attack from the inside. These attacks often bypass traditional security controls and are tough to spot. Prevent SSRF by validating all URLs and limiting where servers can connect. Use network segmentation and strict firewall rules. Don't let your servers become an attacker's tool. That's the OWASP Top 10 for 2026. We've covered everything from access controls to SSRF. Web security matters for everyone. Staying informed is your best defense. If you learned something new, hit like and subscribe. Drop your questions or experiences in the comments. They might inspire a future video. Stay secure out there.